Oh, hey, you're here. I'll catch up with you. Sorry, I'm just on my way out, but your workstation's at the back over there. It should be all set up on the network, but let the guys know if it isn't. From there, you can access all the data you need to help us direct development of the car. Get yourself settled, and then head out to practice when you're ready. I'll catch up with you later, okay?
Thanks for that, Carl. Welcome everyone to F1 2019 Career Mode Episode 1. We're here with Williams, and we shall hopefully help them get a little bit better. And yeah, this series will end the day I'm champion. So it may take a long time, but we'll see. Let's just get straight into it. We're getting some front downforce upgrades and some weight reduction on the chassis, just to get started, you know, with those bonus resource points we got there. Here we are getting ready for qualifying here in lovely Australia. We see some new cutscenes before the race, or qualifying before the session. And we start out pretty nicely with a fuel system fault. That takes more than 5 minutes to fix, so that's going to minimize the amount of running we're going to get in this qualifying session. But anyways, now we go out to start our first lap here. You might notice, and you might have noticed in the last episode as well, that on the name thing it says Rodriguez, because I wanted a home race, and I wanted to have a name that could be set by the other commentators. So I made Francesco Rodriguez, because, yeah, why not? But here are the results. We qualified last, which is not good. Bottas got pole position, George Russell got 17th, I believe. Charles Leclerc P2, Pierre Gasly P3, very unrealistic. Lucas Weber went to Alfa Romeo, as you can see there, and he's P11. Devin Butler P16 in his Toro Rosso, so this should be interesting. But here we are for the race. Let's let Crofty speak.
New drivers, new cars, it's a new Formula One season. But it's the same Albert Park that we've come to know and love for more than 2 decades now that plays host to round 1 of a 21 race championship that takes us from here in Australia across the globe and the eventual season finale at the Yas Island circuit in Abu Dhabi. We go racing today then in the state of Victoria, where the drivers have 16 corners and 3.3 miles to navigate at an average lap speed of around 120 miles an hour. The close proximity of the barriers makes accidents inevitable, and recent history shows us that a safety car is not at all out of the question. We have plenty of changes to the sport this year, with tweaks to the regulations, a fresh-looking spread of tyre compounds, and of course some changes to the roster of car manufacturers. It's goodbye to Sauber, and hello once again to the classic name of Alfa Romeo in Formula One. It's also goodbye to Force India. They've been rebranded as Racing Point. Joining me to take you through all the action of the 2019 Formula One season is Anthony Davidson. And it's great to have you with us.
Thanks, Crofty. Always happy to be here, and I'm looking forward to getting underway. Last year was Mercedes' 5th Constructors' title in a row, although for the first half of the season it was absolutely neck and neck with the Ferraris. Hopefully this year we can see the chasing pack take that final step, as I'd love to see a championship contest all the way up to the final race in Abu Dhabi. Another story to keep an eye on is the performance of Red Bull, who have switched to the Honda power unit this year. What that will mean for both their performance and reliability remains to be seen.
Right, so here we are for the grid. Bottas starts up on pole, Leclerc P2 and Gasly P3, that's the top 3. As we can see down there, that's Lucas Weber P11, Devin Butler is P16, George Russell P17, and we are P20. So, not what we're used to with the previous times at McLaren, but it's fine. It will work from 5 red lights. And away we go for the Australian Grand Prix. We are, of course, last, so we're not going to get overtaken off the start here. And as usual, it's a terrible getaway. Maybe I should turn on formation lap or something, get some heat into those tyres. We will go alongside Sainz into the first corner. He gets us in the second corner. Sadly, as we might want to line up a move here. We do, and we do indeed, with strength, coming up the inside of Albon and Sainz, and maybe on the outside of Lando Norris here. Yes, we do. Devin Butler's fighting George Russell here. He's on the inside of Russell, as Russell gets a bad exit there, so we go alongside him. Maybe a little bit of a desperate shunt there up the inside of Devin Butler, but he kind of deserves it. I mean, we saw how he acted last time I made a video on this game. Trying to get a little bit too optimistic here, going up the inside of Perez and Grosjean, but that did not help and we nearly spun. Getting a bad exit here out of the second corner on lap 3. Devin Butler's now got a great run on us as he goes on the outside. Can we maybe get him back on the inside? We try, go late on the brakes, get around the corner, and yeah, we do get it done. So, of course, lovely to see that. Yeah, now Devin Butler again. Maybe trying on our inside here. No, George Russell came out of nowhere now on our inside for the little turn 11-12 chicane here, or S section or whatever you want to call it. And he might actually, yeah, he's going to go back at us here after we defended him, after we fended him off in the chicane. But he's going to go back at us here. We get a terrible exit onto there as he's going to try again. And this is absolutely unbelievable how much we're fighting. Well, I stick it on the inside now. He gets kind of blocked off. Lap 4 now. A lap later. Well, actually lap 5. George Russell goes on the inside. We swoop it around the outside maybe. Yes, we do. But where is George Russell? He goes around our outside now. And that was a pretty damn good fight. I mean, we can see the replay here from the outside. George Russell, I mean, it didn't last long. But George Russell goes on the inside. We go on the outside. And he goes on our outside. And that's his move done. That was I must admit, that was pretty good from him. But now Lando Norris might try something here on us as we actually try to catch up Russell, but now it's turned into a defending mission. We tried to do the same with Norris as we did with Russell, but that just completely failed. We went into the grass there, got a terrible exit. But now we're headed into the pits for our pit stop, our first and hopefully only pit stop. As we now headed to the pits, let's see, can the guys do quick stop? Williams are known for quick pit stops, and Maga 2.0, and that's, I believe, without any bonuses on the contract. Maybe a level 1 bonus. I wonder what a level 3 bonus is on the pit efficiency. But yeah, enough of that. Here we go. We have the second wave of pit stops. We are gonna get past Albon and Sainz. Unfortunately not past George Russell here, but a little later on the same lap here we come into the S section or chicane or whatever you want to call it. We just skim the grass, we lose the rear, and that is our race over.
Engine off, engine off.
Yeah, there's not really much to say there. I mean, I just went a little bit too far out wide, touched the grass, lost control, maybe did a little bit too much counter steering. I mean, as you can see there, car kicked to the left and then to the right, or however you want to look at it. As you can see there, first goes to the right, then goes to the left, into the wall. Not really much I could do there. We have it here in slow motion as well. I clip the grass. Immediately as I feel it going to the right, I counter steer left, and then the car adjusts to that and goes left, which is where the wall is. So yeah, that's us out of this race, sadly enough. Not really much to say there, but yeah. Here we are at the podium. Charles Leclerc won with Hamilton P2 and Sebastian Vettel P3. I'm pretty sure Bottas was on pole, but he's nowhere to be seen. I don't really know what happened to him. Nice to see some new podium cutscenes too. But yeah, they need to fix the AI. I mean, the Ferrari's too fast, Williams too fast. A lot of teams are too fast, some teams are too slow. It's just not good enough. But we got to do what we can with this. Charles Leclerc wins with the fastest lap as well. Hamilton gets P2 and Sebastian Vettel P3. That's a double podium for Ferrari. Let's go down. Sergio Perez got driver of the day, from moving from 15th to 10th. Lucas Weber 15th after starting 11th, not the best from him. George Russell moves up one position with his P16. Devin Butler, our previous rival from F2, P19, and of course us down there in P20 with that retirement. We didn't even have a good fastest lap. I mean, ours was a 1:30.0, nearly more than a second slower than George Russell. But yeah, in the constructor standings we are 7th. We are apparently the best team without points, which doesn't make sense to me. Ferrari are leading. But yeah, that was the race for you. Charles Leclerc won the race. And yeah, it was
Commiserations
pretty
on that
alright.
result. It's been a tough weekend.
Yeah, Emma doesn't like the fact that I crashed, which, you know, it's kind of self-explanatory, really. But yeah, that was it for this episode. Hopefully next episode will be a little bit longer, with more laps of a race in that video. Yeah, that was it for this video. I hope you enjoyed, and if you did, you know the drill. Like, comment, subscribe, whatever you want to do. And as always, I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.